Yeah. Bill and I, we're running this show. Digital land, let the blockchain flow. Pod to the cast, we ride the air. NFT dreams like we just don't care. Metaverse wild, like a zombie horde. Earth to terrain, we're never bored. VV collectibles stacking high. Bill and I, we touch the sky. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Yeah. Bill lays down wisdom like it's gold. I'm the zombie breaking every mold. Virtual lands where our roots grow deep. Podcasts alive, we never sleep. Podcast kings in the cyber realm. Forward thinking, we at the helm. Digital land, new frontiers we take. Binary zone that we co-create. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Bill lays down wisdom like it's gold. I'm the zombie breaking every mold.
Hey,
Hey,
we're live.
we here with the epic intro.
We did it. 2 people saw that, but that's good.
That's okay. I wonder if that countdown, I heard the countdown timer music at the same time as that intro music. I wonder if they're playing over each other.
Probably. We'll have to fix that. One of the
Yeah.
many things we'll start working on.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm
epic
not seeing
day.
anything in the chat. Let me see if I can type something in. Can everyone see this? Okay. All right. I just put up a comment. I don't see any comments right now, but
Oh, you know?
I don't even see the previous ones that we put up before, but I'll see if something pops up.
Okay.
I can see
Cool.
mine though.
Okay. So I see 3 or 2 people. Well, somebody left. So
It's all right.
2 people are in here. How do you know who's in here or not?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to figure all that out. Yeah, I can see. Go ahead and type something in the comments. I want to see if yours pops up. It's a work in progress, everyone, for whoever's
Yeah.
watching. We're gonna figure this out.
Okay.
Did you actually type something in?
Yeah, it popped up. Big Red's here. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't see. Hold on, private chat. Okay. Okay, now I see it.
You see it?
Yeah, I had it under private chat.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right, join the chat.
We're sliding into DMs right now.
I don't know why it's asking me to connect. Hang on. 1 second. Yeah. Of course, it's asking for 5 different permissions, of course. There we go. See if I can type something in here now. What's up? Let's go, Ur2.
Oh, there you go.
Ur2 fam's excited. Dude, I signed up 2 people. 2 VV fam members, Gary, and who's been a VV fam guy forever, and then VV Ben. Do you know either one of those?
Yeah, I've seen him in the chats.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
nice.
know if VV Ben actually accepted the link yet, but I sent them multiple properties on Omi Island.
Nice.
So, just trying to draw people in that are in different communities and projects. We all win when everyone else wins,
Yeah, it's what it's about, right?
Yeah. So I gave them I think a $10 or $11 T2 plot on Omi Island.
Wow.
And then it was another like $8 plot or something. But I didn't want to give them a T3 because I wanted to get the full experience of like getting some ether, getting the jewels, and with T3, you're not going to do that. So
with T3, can you slot? I think I only have one property that's T3.
You can slot 3 slots.
Oh, okay.
but unfortunately, you don't get as many as the T1. But you can't really buy T1 unless you buy it in the market. And to give somebody a property, it makes it kind of confusing,
Mhm.
So for now, new users, I don't know. Hopefully they come around and find a way to where we can maybe give people T1 properties. But for
Right,
now, I
right.
don't think that's a thing. I'm
Gotcha.
sure they'll work through all that.
Yeah, yeah. So do we know if E2V1 is up and running or not yet?
So I think when I was looking in E2 official, it was like 5 hours away.
Okay.
Maybe Spectrum, maybe you can add that in there in the comments or something. I think it was like 5 hours or something like that, or maybe we'll mention that. Anyways, there's 100 people that are about to try it out. Couple guys in I think one guy in Lone Wolves and
Mhm.
a bunch of people in E2 official. So yeah,
Right.
I
So
didn't get signed up because I got to get a better computer, and I've been waiting for this moment.
mhm.
I
Well,
don't
to
want.
know what we need, right?
Yeah, because I would have
Yeah.
bought a computer like a couple years ago, and then it would have been already freaking outdated. You
Yeah.
know, so I already went
Soon.
shopping, and it's going to cost like $2K to get the computer I want.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
but it's going to run like all the different metaverses that I want to be involved in.
Okay. Cool,
So
cool.
yeah, so I'm pretty excited
Damn.
about that.
Preparing already, right?
He said Shane typed some in Discord. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
Discord.
I'm curious to see how my properties look in live because like some of
Yep.
them are on hills and some of them like are in part water, and I know the map is a little different compared to like the satellite view. So I'm very curious on how my properties lay.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be a game changer for selling property, for selling and buying, because
Right.
there'll be people. We'll be watching their streams, and I'm going to be like, I have to buy a plot there. Like I already Niza, which looks like Niza might be on Big Red. Niza and I think Kenobi were talking about a property the other day in Laos, maybe.
Mhm.
Shane did a close-up video, and they zoomed in, and I was like, I gotta have that.
Oh yeah.
Shane did a little walkthrough, and I was like, I gotta get one close by. And I mean, I didn't even care. It was like $10. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. Buy
like I said
now.
before, if that was at the grocery store, I would have thought twice about buying that. But if it's in E2, I'm just like, I don't even care. Just sign
Yeah.
me up.
Well, it's funny. Every time I log onto my computer, it has the screensaver where it says, "Oh, do you want to know where this is?" And whenever there's like waterfalls or beautiful beach fronts, I copy and paste that name and try to look it up on Earth too.
Oh, Spectrum says it seems some players are in E2V1 right now.
Get out. Let's go.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We've been waiting for this. This is crazy.
Hell yeah.
4 years, man. 4
Dude.
years.
I mean, so many times people say this wasn't even going to happen. And oh, it's
Dude,
crazy.
waiting through all the futters. And those same futters were in the same exact futters that were in Ur2 early on went and hit VV afterwards. Not like every one of them, but like some of them.
Mhm.
And it was just like the same attacks. And I'm like, dude, we've seen this. We've seen this in Ur2. We know what it is. And these are
Yeah,
real
yeah.
projects. They just take time.
Well, yeah, of course they're not sitting there at Rockstar Games and
Yeah,
busting their balls, right?
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pull up Niza. Put in the chat if you're in here. Is that you and are you Big Red?
Yeah,
That's your new name? Is that what he's saying?
that's his alt. He says, "What's
Okay.
up, Niza? I don't know you, but I've heard good things."
You will. You will. Yeah, we haven't got you in the Lone Wolves chat yet, do we? Are
We
you
don't
in the
have
Lone
who?
Wolves chat?
No, I don't believe so.
We gotta set you up in there.
Okay.
Let me pull up let's pull up the Ur2 screen.
All
You
right.
got it pulled up there?
Add stage. Here we go.
Let me just
Okay, you're up.
Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show people Omi Island and give people a little run in.
So sick.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the main city here, and what's interesting about it is it's a raised platform.
Mhm.
So if you go into 3D mode, let's hope it doesn't blank out on us, but yeah. See, in
Nice.
3D, it's like a raised platform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to tell how raised up it is until we're
Mhm.
actually in there, but it could be substantially raised, like an actual, maybe it was like, I don't know, an ancient volcano or something. Who knows? But
Yeah.
anyways, so I did this OMI logo. Let's see if it'll pop back up
So those are your
when we don't have any
properties, right?
issues. Yeah. So let's see. There we go. So the OMI itself is one big plot. That's going to be the city center, and then around it, which is the actual traditional OMI logo that we built,
Mhm.
is the outskirts of the city itself. And I gave away a couple plots there, and there's still all these spaces you see in here
Uh-huh.
are spots that we're going to be giving away in the chat when we figure out how to do it.
Nice.
As we go to the right, this is VV Village.
Mhm.
And I still have a lot of these littler plots available. And I kind of gave away some of these, like the south region here. A lot of those have been given away already. And you don't know Hanksy, but Hanksy has some of the bigger VV Village plots in here.
Nice.
And then there's a bunch in the northern area to give away. So there's
those
some up
are
in there.
open.
What's that?
Are those open, those spots, so anybody can
Yes.
come in and join?
Anyone can come in and buy a plot. Yeah. But I figured
Okay.
it's great for just new players to start, just to give, to pick up a purchase like little spot. So like I fill in areas in here like this, right?
Yeah.
And then I would do this as one plot. And then if I can get it to work, it's a T2 plot, and it would be 18 tiles. It'd be like a couple bucks to give away. If I did a T2, if it's T3, it'd be like a couple bucks. It's probably like $4 or $5 in T2.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
over here to the left, I just created this region here to the left of the city. And this one, you're going to love this. I called it the MCP slums. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So it's for everyone that needs to use that MCP, but we're all slumming because OMI's down right now.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're
Right?
telling me. I was thinking about that.
And then down here is the lower region.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Once people's bags are filled, meaning like their investments in crypto or whatever are going up and doing well, that money's just going to flow. It's what happened last time. It's what happens when people get money, right? You get money and you're feeling good about it. You're going to move it into places you want, like Earth 2, like VV, like Cornucopias, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and
it's just going to be a freaking wave.
Yeah, and I've been a little like reserved on Cornucopias. I bought the plots originally, but they went a little differently than Earth 2. Earth 2 went ahead and they just said, buy the land first and we'll build the game as we go. Where Cornucopias was like, we're building the game and then we'll sell you the land plots. But they sold the land plots in a blank card, which kind of took some fun out of it because then you don't know what you're getting.
Like random?
So then they're going to do a lottery. And they'll randomly pull up like they have common plots, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and actually no, I think it's and then it goes like mythical and something else. But you don't know what they are. So the mythical people will be able to choose their land first, right? And then it goes all the way down backwards down to common. Well, you're kind of out of luck when you have just the common plots and you're like slumming it basically because you're going to grab whatever's left over. But they do say kind of like in Earth 2 that everything will be usable land. you know, and
Right.
it'll all produce something, but you just don't know what it is. Whereas in
So,
Ur2, you at least get an aerial view, you know.
oh yeah.
So Shane really had a good idea at first to come up with that.
Yeah, I think so. So in there, you put in an X amount of money, and
Yeah.
you're hoping to get something good, basically.
Yeah,
And the
and you
more
don't
money you
and
put in, the better chances you are to get something good.
right, for like a common land plot is like $50 right now in Cardano. So that's kind of expensive, you
Mhm.
know, and we don't know what common how big that is. We don't
Right.
know, and or I'm sorry, we don't know how large the small plot is because that's $50 for a small.
Gotcha.
And then there's medium and then there's large, but we like in Ur2 we at least now know the dimensions, but in cornucopias it's not the case. You know,
Gotcha.
so there's a lot of mystery there. Um, whereas in Ur2 a lot of that's been flushed out already, but we're just now getting the game. Whereas
Right.
in cornucopias they've been in beta for like a year, you
Hmm.
know. And
Do
I
they
don't know if
have
you've seen
preview
cornucopias,
videos?
but it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah. Do they have like preview videos of what it's
Yeah.
going to look like at all?
Yeah, they have guys running around in there all the time. It's like kind of like Jetsons. It's very Jetson-esque themed. So
Gotcha.
there's sky domes that you can have, and everything's like in the sky for some reason because something happened to the Earth. We don't know what really happened, you know. So
The Lord.
yeah, yeah. So, anyways, hit this major drop today. On VV I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
hit it's all let me switch screens. Can I switch screens real quick? Hold on.
Do you want me to remove and then put it back?
Yeah, put it back and then I just want to share a different screen in a minute. Hang on.
Yeah.
So this drop, so I missed the last VV Banksy drop. I was really super disappointed, man. I had 1,000,000 MCP, and the same freaking thing happened this time as what happened last time. I couldn't hit the button fast enough because something happened, you know, and I think I
Mhm.
was trying to do it on the phone. I'm not sure. This time I
Mhm.
was able to secure this one today on the web browser, but
Nice.
um, that wasn't the case last time. But what it did was me getting this Banksy drop made me think of, man, I want to know more about Banksy, right?
Right.
So Vivi kind of talked about it like, this gives you some hope. Let me just pull that up real quick. They're very generalized about it. It says the Balloon Girl Bronze Statue Edition 3D digital collectible draws inspiration from Banksy's 2005 stencil mural Flying Balloons Girl in the West Bank. Reimagining the artwork as a full bronze statue, the girl and her balloons are intricately captured with the solid bronze. It's a powerful contrast between vulnerability and strength. And I thought, well, that kind of doesn't really say a lot, but I pulled up this other little snippet online about it.
Mhm.
Okay. And it says the Flying Balloon Girl is perhaps one of Banksy's most well known artworks. It was painted on the wall on the West Bank in Israel in 2005 and carries a poignant political message. Many believe that the piece signifies the children trapped by the conflict between Israel's and Palestine's
Mhm.
who are longing to fly away to freedom.
Right.
I was like, wow, that's kind of powerful right there.
Especially right now.
Yeah. So, you know, yeah, especially what's going on right now. I mean, they're like seriously battling it out over there. And it doesn't matter which side's right or wrong. They're still killing each other and they're killing kids on
Yeah.
both sides,
Yeah.
you know?
Nobody's right in that aspect.
Yeah. And these poor kids. And then you have this statue, which I don't know for those who, let me see.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah. Why don't you just pull up a picture of today's drop of the Patino one. So, man, I just love. I didn't at first when I first saw it, I was like, this thing's okay. I mean, I'm not really into like, balloons and kids and stuff.
Mhm.
But then when I saw like the deeper message, I was like, wow, that's kind of deep. Can you pull up the picture? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get a little bit bigger of a picture of it. There we go. Yeah.
You see
Very
it?
cool. And when you put it in AR, it is amazing.
Mhm.
Like really
Is
cool
it?
stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. Like the
So,
detail is insane.
did you hear about the controversy
No, is there what happened?
with the balloons?
No, yeah. So okay, so on my picture, when I was looking at this in the West Bank of the Flats,
Uh-huh.
it has 8 balloons. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's saying it had 7, and this has 9. And I think the reason why this has 9 is because it's a 3-dimensional model. And it would be silly if you flipped it around and it wouldn't look right. It would look that they're balloons out of place. I
Right,
think that's
right.
why they added the extra balloons. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I just saw a quick
What
post
are other
about it.
people saying?
Well, I just saw a
Okay.
quick post about somebody saying it had 7,
What
and
Spectrum say? Actually, 2 more hours for tester access very soon for Earth 2. Okay, so 2 more
gotcha.
hours. What is that? Spectrum about 1 in the morning.
So 211,
1:30.
depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So what did what was the post all about? What did they say?
yeah, well, people are just saying, yeah, it only has 7, and this one has 9. This isn't the original, and but with the stencil, it is kind of jumbled, right? There are layers on top of it where it's going to look flat, but there's definition of more balloons, so it's kind of up for interpretation, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you look at the stencil.
Yeah.
So the ones they showed there, I saw a different one. So with Banksy, sometimes his work will get painted over and then he'll repaint. I don't know if that was the case in this one.
Mhm.
But let me see video file. Oh, I keep going
It's a
Oh,
beautiful
I have to
piece.
hit
I
stop
can't wait
screen.
to get that and put that in my showroom or my house or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Let me just all right, I'm going to share the screen that I just read off. But check that one out. See how it's all black?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the one that everyone sees. I thought it was more of a concrete like color, but I guess not. But you can see how there's 8 balloons here.
Yeah, that's weird. Somebody shared an image of it looked like 7, but it also looked like there might have been an overlap.
Right. So, I don't know. I mean, people are going to complain about everything, right? People, it just seems like
Yeah.
that's the case all the
Are
time.
you
But,
happy you got that?
I love the piece. What's
There
that?
you go. Well, I was saying, are you happy with your purchase?
I love it.
Yeah.
I honestly, my original intention was to sell it.
Mhm.
I want that flower bomber. I'm
Right.
salty about not getting the flower bomber,
The
and
pinata one,
I
or
am gonna. It was at $1,300,
okay.
and then because of this drop, it shot up to like $1,700-$1,800, obviously, because
Right.
people are like, "Oh, I want to get this other one now."
Mhm.
But honestly, I'm gonna keep my eye out for the 69 flower bomber.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you mention what mint you got?
Yeah. So I got the 69 in the chat. So 69.
Let's get 69 in the chat.
Yes. So I was excited about that. Dude, so on my Twitter, it got 2,000 hits on that
Nice.
of me just being like, ah. I thought it
Give
was
it up
kind
for
of
the
cool.
69.
Yeah. I mean, I never get really good mints like that,
Do you?
Yes, 69. Gotta love it.
I've gotten 69 once with Miss Minutes, which I was super stoked about. That collectible is awesome.
Yeah, and Banksy, he's very controversial. I mean, some of his artwork, like he's got the Queen Elizabeth spread freaking bare cheeks on some other girl's face. And you know what I mean? Like, because he's trying to say F you to the establishment,
Right.
So I'm like, 69 is perfect for Banksy. You know,
Don't expect that piece on Vivi anytime soon.
right? Exactly. Yeah, they'll throw some other ones out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So,
I
so another project I wanted to talk about.
yeah.
I want to talk about Eon Rift, and it's. Did I already stop screen? Percent. Okay, I'm going to share screen. You guys are going to be really excited about this one. I got hipped onto this from Sean from Comics and Crypto, and it is just an amazing comic. And you go through the process when you first. I really got into it to buy the guys. Okay, so you get these characters, and then over time they're like, we're releasing a comic, and you're going to get the comic pages that have, each comic will have a motion page, and then eventually you'll be able to put them all together and burn them, and it creates a full motion page comic. Does that
Like
make
all
sense?
the pages.
Yeah. And
Wow.
so then there was like 10 pages. So I kind of like walked away from the project for a little bit. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this right now. And they didn't do the burning right away. They were still building the site to do it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wait. And then I kind of got disinterested, right? I bought a gold one. I think I spent like $1,700 on the gold one just so I can secure this legendary right here that you're seeing.
Nice.
That's the legendary cover. And I didn't know, but there's 2 legendary covers. So there's a whole nother motion comic I still need to build and put together. But by holding it, it gives you certain perks. And Eon Rift is building this whole universe of like 5,000 characters, right? And they're releasing comics and telling the story of these characters in the comics. But what's cool about it is you own the characters, right?
Okay.
So they built an autocannon AI platform that you will be able to write the backstory of your character, and the autocannon will correct your backstory if it disagrees with the overall universe storyline, right? But it'll allow you to tell your stories. You can name your character and tell the backstory.
Wow. And add details?
What's that?
And add details?
Yes, and add details.
Wow.
And I'm going to pull that up in a second, but I want to pull up the comic first.
Okay. So, quick question.
Yeah.
That character is yours and yours only, and no other character is like that character?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes. And they all have different traits and everything. Now, this comic that they released here is just one of the characters they wanted to bring out. I don't know if anybody owns this character. I'm assuming they might, or maybe just the team owns this one. His name is Monk. Okay. But I don't know if, you're just learning about Monk in the first comic. But I think, so they're going to do a drawing where they select somebody and they'll say, hey, character 385 or something. You're selected for this comic coming up, and your character will be in there and his story will be told. They're going to dedicate a full comic to one character, I think, once a year.
Wow.
And then there's also going to be like a smaller drawing where your character will get inserted into a comic as like a side character more often. But what that'll do is it's going to drive the price of your character. If there's like a full spread on your character, that's going to make it very valuable.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And the story is badass in this comic. Like it's bloody. I'm not going to show the whole comic because I'm sure Eon Rift wouldn't appreciate that. But there's like some like bloody scenes. People are being brought back to life, and they're all these animal characters, right? But like, look at this cover. It is incredible.
I thought it was the cat at first. I was like, wait, did Randy show the first freaking page already?
So yes, so Randy brought up the cat,
Yeah.
and he's like, he has this great idea with all these different animals from different worlds battling each other. Well, Eon Rift has a comic that's similar to that, except their animals are all interwoven into their societies.
Mhm.
So it's not like different planets, right? And it's not just like it's all different types of animals that are interwoven. But
Okay.
you only get a certain amount that you can buy as characters. You know what I mean?
What animal did you get?
So there's dogs, there's cats, there's raccoons, there's red pandas, and foxes.
Mhm.
And you can buy all these characters on OpenSea. And by owning the character, they add tons of utility to it by getting the comics off as one of them, and then also they're creating video games too. So
Really?
this monk character you'll be able to play in a video game.
Mhm.
You already can. They already have like a one of their video games out, and it's inside their universe. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So they're creating a whole comic universe,
Right.
intertwined with NFTs.
Right.
They announced a crypto that they're partnered with,
Uh-huh.
right? And they just released that. It's doing okay. I mean, most coins drop when they first come out.
Yeah.
That one's called Giga Geek. It's on Sol.
Okay.
Okay. And so that in the future is going to be like, I think it's going to be interwoven into their games and their whole universe. In my personal opinion, they haven't announced that yet.
Mhm.
But I got a feeling, if you know what I mean.
That's the direction they're going.
I see it as a direction, and I'm kind of excited because I didn't think that they were going to release the coin this bull run.
Mhm.
And I was like, I kept telling everyone I'm excited about Eon Rift. I don't know. I brought it up on Randy's show before and on other shows, and I was like, dude, Eon Rift is amazing, and everyone just kind of brushed me off on it, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, but I don't think it's for this round because I didn't think the coin was going to get released, but it
Right.
did, and it's a meme coin. And here's what's crazier. The people behind this comic is it Tom Waltz? The creator of not creator of Ninja Turtles, but the writer of Ninja Turtles and The
Wow.
Last Ronin.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, and the guys that made Avatar and all these different movies are involved in this. They've got a crazy background.
Did you get an airdrop at all?
I did. Yeah. I did get an
Nice.
airdrop. It was a couple $100 worth of the coin.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, which was nice. I got it in on the second round though because I wasn't sure about the whole project at first.
Mhm.
So I would have gotten more. Like it would have been worth more if I would have got it earlier.
Right. Right.
Probably would have been worth double maybe, but it didn't matter because I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not going to sell it because I want to use it in the future, first off.
Mhm.
And secondly, it's so minuscule the amount of money. What am I going to sell? I don't care about making a couple $100. Like if it jumped up to like $20,000, I'd consider selling it. But it's not. I don't know that it will this run, so I might as well just hold on to it.
Sure. What's it at now?
Or
like around?
It's hard for me to tell because I don't understand the Sol blockchain yet. Because on some of the different dexes, it's giving me the breakdown of Sol compared to it. So I honestly don't know. At one point, I thought it was 0005, but then I don't think it was that low because of the amount of the airdrop I got. So I think it's either in the penny, like low below penny, or it's way below a penny. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out. I haven't bought any yet. And honestly, I don't, unless it drops really dramatically, which it might. I don't know that I will this run. but I do plan on accumulating it in the bear market in the next couple years.
Nice. So it's not on CoinGecko at all?
Win wolf. Right? Nizza, yes. We need a wolf one. There are dogs, though. You're going to love it. All right. So I think the chat wants me to flip the comic. Hold on. All right. So let me do it on the other screen. Hold on. Okay. So this is the cover. Obviously, he's shot, but how is he okay? We don't know. Right? But check out these pages.
Oh,
okay,
so is that the other one?
So that is, so that is one of the covers of the like it's kind of like a common singular comic, right? So it's just a variant cover. Pretty cool though, right?
Nice. Are there editions?
Check out that cover.
Wow. Are there edition numbers?
Yes. There are. So that's the other variant cover as well.
Wow. That's freaking
Isn't that amazing?
sick.
Look at the detail in that.
Yeah.
Dude, where is Vivi on this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you talk to Marvel.
Dude, I'm telling you. So
right?
You open it up, it tells you. So check it out. Look, look at the editor, Tom Waltz.
Tom Waltz. Sick.
Yeah. And I couldn't
That's
believe, and all
crazy.
these other guys are good too. I just don't know. I think Van Jensen's pretty popular too. And I don't really know the other guys, but they're all involved in big projects.
Right.
But check this out. You open up to the first page in Neo Tokyo.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
It's so engaging.
Look how engaging this is. Like, you look at it and notice the animation. Eon Riff said that they did it with automation or something. But notice how everything's moving differently.
Oh, it's AI, right?
No, this part is not AI. He corrected me on it. They use AI for the autocannon, for the storytelling.
Okay.
But they're doing this through, they call it automation, I believe. We'll have to have them on the show and have them talk about it.
Yeah, because I've seen apps where you take a photo and you can move like 5 or 6 different items within that photo to do things. So
So I'm not really sure how they're doing it, but he told me it wasn't AI.
I'm not mad at it. I know a lot of people's down on AI. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
Either way.
It lets you be creative without putting the hundreds of hours you'd need to do the things, you know?
Yeah. And not just the comic artwork is amazing. The animation is incredible. But this comic, again, is one that I built. So every page is motion now. Okay. Whereas before, that wasn't the case. They only let you have one, right? Check out that page.
Wow.
So
they didn't go overboard either. I like that.
So this one right here, can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
So this one is, hold on, it's supposed to be motion. And when it's motion, it's really fast paced. So I'm going to flip back and hopefully because it's really cool. I posted it on X. I was having problems, but it's not moving. It's normally like, bah, 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 and blood's just squirting out everywhere. Yeah. So it might just be my computer like freezing up because I'm on a laptop.
Right.
But it's a really cool scene. So I don't want to show the whole comic, but check out all the little details in every little screen and look at the lights.
Yeah,
the lights are blinking on, and it's adding so much like character to this.
Oh, for sure. So you think that they wouldn't like people talking about their product?
But I just don't want to show the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Because I want people to go out and get it.
Oh, get it to see. I see. Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the story.
Oh, gotcha.
But
so cool.
Yeah, I'll show you in one of our behind the scenes things. But
yeah. So if Vivi put a filter on where you can click that on and off, right? So you still have the original static, but then added this layer to it if you wanted it.
Yes.
So
dude, I'm telling you, I'd probably read every single comic. And right now in Vivi, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm not either.
I'm like selective. I started reading the Aliens and Avengers one. That was probably really my first one that I read like all the way through and was excited about.
Did you get to the second one yet?
I think I read that one. I didn't. Yeah, I did buy it. I think I read it. I did read it. Yes, I did read it. Yeah.
Randy said it wasn't as good as the first one, but
It
still
wasn't.
was good. Still good.
Yeah, it was still good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to read that whole series. But
Mhm.
if that was anime, can you imagine the aliens popping out and like just eating the Avengers like
Yeah.
this? You know, it would just add so much.
Yeah, it would be so much more engaging.
Yeah, absolutely. Niza says, love this idea. I'd spend hours creating origin stories for my characters. Niza, I'm going to tell you more about this project, dude. It's really cool. And the characters are really sweet. Let me see if I can let me just stop screen and give me a second, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up OpenSea. And the whole project's actually called Eon Rift.
We'll have to put their website up in the details or something if we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the projects I'm really excited about for the future. I mean, it's kind of like I'm excited kind of like Vivi almost. You know what I
Really?
mean? Like and I think a lot of it has to do with me liking the Ninja Turtles so much, so the creator. So I think
Right.
that has a lot to do with it too.
Did you know that going in, or did you find that out?
So I found that out from Sean from Comics and Crypto. All right, so okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna share screen again. Hold on.
Okay.
So, guys, we're terrible at this stuff, so we're just learning. Present. All right, let's share screen again. And Eon Rift up here. All right, so these are the characters. Okay. So, so you can see the red pandas, but they've got like swords and stuff.
They can fight.
Look at this gold sword he's got. And that hoodie is sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I want the hoodie to wear, like myself.
Hey,
I really
merch.
like that. They do sell the merch.
Right?
They just don't have that hoodie yet.
Yeah.
Because I will be buying it for sure.
So is this your character right here?
Yes. So this is one of my characters, number 354. Yeah.
Did you get to name him?
What's that?
Did you get to name him?
I will be able to, yeah.
Okay, nice.
I just haven't, yeah. So let me go back and all right. So it took me all the way back into the screen here. But check this out. So this is some of the characters. Like, look at the details and see how it's got like I don't know, what would you call it? It's not really steampunk, but like kind of like just a
cyberpunk.
Like a cyberpunk, right? Yeah, mixed with like
Animal Crossing,
John Wick kind of situation going on.
Not
right?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and mixed with Animal Crossing. Yeah. So.
Okay, so are they building a metaverse?
Yes, I think that they are.
Okay.
So I think that you might be able to own land in Neo Tokyo too. I don't know if that's for sure, but I'm just speculating, guys. But like, they have games. Like, check out this mini game. I haven't played it yet, but it's called District 9. I'm just gonna hit play. You can see all that, right?
Yeah.
You can play this game right now.
Wow. Huh.
Now, I think you just get a base character because they're just building stuff right now.
Right.
But eventually, it's just they wanted to put out a fun game to play with in their universe.
That's not bad for their first, release.
And this came out like literally a year and a half ago.
Right.
The game part. Not bad, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, and I'm like, why doesn't Vivi have that? Right? But you notice that what I'm noticing is all these different these different universes, I'm noticing they're all on a different pace. Like they chose a different route to start.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we're just kind of seeing these different aspects. Like these guys are just now creating their comics, right?
Right.
Like they only have one released. Well, Vivi's released like 10,000 or something, you know?
Right.
So even though they didn't create them, they're just releasing other people's comics, but still, you know, it's just a different route they took.
I also think it's difficult to be creative when you have to go through channels, right?
Yeah.
When it's not your IP, when it's
100%. And
you
these
know,
guys are building IP.
Right. So they can dream up anything and implement it at lightning fast speed. Where Vivi, they have to go through so many channels and get lawyers' permission and approvals.
Yeah, and it's really held them up. And I think
It has.
messing around with Disney and Marvel and all that is great, but it held them up a lot.
Right. It had benefits and some drawbacks for sure.
Check this guy out. This is my gold one.
Raccoon?
So he's a raccoon with a badass sword, right? And then he's got these like things implanted into his eyes that make him see like I don't know, either night vision or something. Yeah.
See, I would have liked him to be 3D where you can spin him around.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yes. Look at those eyes.
That's sick.
Creepy.
So the gold version is limited to a certain number?
Yeah, there's only 90.
Nice.
And so there's only 10 raccoons, and I have one.
Nice.
And there's 10 red pandas, and then there's the other ones are less limited, I think.
Right.
So
that's pretty cool.
Cool. So I'm really psyched about this project. It's going to be something cool. So let me stop screen on that. So that's just another one I'm into.
Nice. Yeah, that comic needs to be with Vivi, at least those aspects of it.
Yeah. I mean, that is a game changer. And right now on Vivi, I'm holding like 2,000 comics plus. And I'm not reading any of them, really. You know what I mean? I'm just doing it just as an investment, more or less. I like to, I do like to hold some of them. I'm not going to sell some of them. I've become a collector, but mainly I'm going to sell a lot of those.
835 comics.
I mean,
that's what I have. I just checked.
That's what you got. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Which is awesome. A lot of those are they're not worth much.
Did you stack comics for MCP points?
Yeah, I have like a lot of rares.
Do you? Yeah, I didn't do that. I thought about it. I did it once because I was meeting David Yu and I was trying to get a gold logo, and I was like a few hundred away from Master Collector because it varies.
Yeah.
So I dumped a bunch in to get Master Collector. I got there and then I chickened out. I didn't ask him.
So another thing I wanted to bring up too. Another incredible project. The London Police.
Which we have on BB.
Card. Hang on a second.
Okay. Awkward silence.
So on Randy's stream, you were there, but I don't know if everyone was there. I finally got this from like Amsterdam or something.
Oh.
Okay, it came in a nice card. All right, and you open it up, and it's a metal London police card, and it's their gated key that you use to get all early access to all their artwork. And look at that number. First public mint. So cool. So by doing that.
So cool.
Yeah, by doing that, they went all out. They even sent me white gloves to handle it. Like
Wow.
I thought that was over the top. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is cool, right?
So
And
what are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna put on your wall or put it somewhere?
so I have it on my bookshelf right now, just kind of opened up.
Mhm.
I'd like to get some kind of nice holder where I can enclose it.
Right.
I think Sanjay had one that was pretty nice, but I didn't realize what I was even getting. I thought I was getting like a VV um, digital collectible that they already released, and then I was getting this card too. But that
Mhm.
wasn't the case. I got the lowest public mint of this thing, and they gave me the number 11 mint on OpenSea for their project. So I
Wow.
got that airdrop to me. And then I also got my name is getting put into their next artwork, which is
How?
insane.
Wait, how?
Insane. Yeah. So it's like 101. So I've been dealing with
Wow.
Suye with the
Uh-huh.
London police, and I'm in their Discord. And actually Dr. Stuff's not here, but he just joined too. So that was kind of cool. And
Nice.
yeah, it's a cool project, man. And they're showing all their like artwork that they're coming out with, their artwork prints. And
Mhm.
so our names are all going to get put into this print, their next print they're putting out. And it's only for us to buy. So it's not released to the public. And
Oh wow.
it'll be a big print that
Uh-huh.
will be signed. All their stuff is signed, and it comes with a blockchain, scannable blockchain thing,
Mhm.
and it's all uploaded on the blockchain, so you can track it all.
So that's through OpenSea or able to be used with OpenSea?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Ethereum based. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
So
it's
if you don't
pretty
mind,
sweet.
what was the winning bid that you got with that?
Out the door was like $700. Yeah.
My gosh, that's a steal.
Super steal. So
Frick.
they normally go for like 300 with a rant, or like probably closer to 350 with tax. And by the time you got it all, you know, so normally about 350 for one of the key cards that you could just get normally.
Right,
But
right,
this one was the lowest public mint for double the price,
right.
and you get all these perks.
No, that's yeah.
And I could talk to the artist anytime I want. I'm like, hey, I got an idea. They're like, I mean, Suye is on it.
Yeah.
She's there. And
Uh-huh.
I was like shocked. You know,
And
like I'm in this graffiti club, basically. You know, these guys
right,
are graffiti artists,
right. That's how
world
I say.
renowned.
Yeah.
And
Did yeah, what was that for? Was that for the LA fires?
so yeah, so that was for donating the charity to the London fires, which was, or not London, LA fires, yeah.
Gotcha.
So which was
Great
very
cause.
nice of them. They didn't have to do that.
Yeah. No
So that's
kidding.
why I was like, okay, I want this. And what's funny, because I thought I was getting the VV piece,
Mhm.
and turns out, like, no, I still don't have a London Police VV piece. But
Yeah,
that's
me
okay.
neither. I
You know,
wasn't
it's all
lucky
right.
enough.
So
I
yeah,
think you
it's all
have
right.
something better though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So they got this print that's coming out. I got to see, like, it was like 15% done, and they showed us in the Genesis chat. It looks really sweet.
Mhm.
And then also another thing this thing grants you, right, is that every Sunday they have an art exhibit in their studio in Amsterdam, and you're invited, like, anytime you want.
If you're ever in town.
If I want to fly into Amsterdam right now, I could go. Well, this coming Sunday, I can
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Wow.
But I think they're also going to be doing online too.
Oh, virtual?
Yeah, virtual. So
Nice.
that'll be cool too.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
That's pretty sick.
dude, I'm gonna get a print. I'm getting this print, and then I'm gonna hang it up on my wall. I'm gonna love it,
Mhm.
and then I'm eventually want to get one of their pieces of art, like
Yeah. Legit.
one of the nicer ones. Eventually,
Yeah, we got to schedule a trip to Amsterdam. It sounds like
yeah, because I can get in and have coffee.
there you go.
So
That's utility.
yeah, and so they're coming out with all kinds of stuff. So all kinds of merch. It's really cool. You know, and we're gonna be covering more on the show about the London Police because those guys are awesome.
Oh, for
And
sure.
have you seen some of their artwork?
Yeah. Really, really cool stuff.
So I was watching this this video they had on their site. They did they may or may not have done Jean-Claude Van Damme's home in, it was like Paris or something like that. And they show the driveway goes down, right? And they graffitied his whole like underground garage on the sidewalls, which was really sweet. And then you go into the garage and they did a whole wall graffiti stencil around, and he's got a giant saltwater fish tank in the garage. In his garage.
Why?
Because when he gets out of his freaking Bugatti or whatever he's got, right? He is got to stare at a saltwater tank.
Just right
and
there.
That wasn't good enough. He needs to stare at the London Police wrapped around the saltwater tank.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
that must have been a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Pretty
a lot of money. Yeah. So.
Well, that's like what was it? David Cho, the graffiti artist that did the mural in Facebook.
Okay.
Right? And they paid him in shares of Facebook before they went public. And he just became a multi-millionaire from it.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, he killed it on that, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, just nuts. And now he just travels around and gets massages in Bangkok and shit.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing it right.
Yeah, he was on Rogan a few times. He's pretty interesting dude.
For sure. Wolves next.
So what have you been hearing about the drop problems for the Balloons girl, or whatever? Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard anybody respond about it.
Right. So that's the second time that's happened.
I'm okay with it because I got it. No,
yeah, of course, right?
No, I'm actually, but you know what? It's a crafting event. And I remember having issues with every crafting event, you know, so I think they're working on things.
Sure.
Are there some mistakes? Yeah, but it still works. It's just, it's kind of unclear what we need to do when we're clicking in and out.
Right. Yeah.
I was sitting on the screen on my phone and on the laptop the whole time, waiting for the countdown. Well, all I did was look at my timer, and when it hit 11 o'clock, neither one of them popped up. You know, like there was no button to craft.
So you had to refresh?
Yeah. And I refreshed on the phone, nothing popped up. So I refreshed on the laptop, and then it popped up on there. And that's when I hit the button.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember crafting for the Sabertooth and the Punisher drops. And it wasn't very easy. I was clicking around and hoping I was kind of doing the right thing, you know? So definitely more explanatory, maybe videos.
I think that's what it is
something.
They need to start maybe doing videos where they're saying, look, guys, this drop, you're going to have to hit the craft button at 11 o'clock, but don't actually be in the main screen, be outside the main screen, then click into the screen, then hit the craft button because it'll be there. And you can't do it on the phone. You're going to have to do it on the laptop or web. You know, so if they said it like that, I think, you know, it would be.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, more open about the process for sure.
Yeah. Because you're going to miss the drop if you don't know that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna instantly get upset and get frustrated.
Yeah, you know, I was so salty about that bomber.
Yeah,
you know, because now I'm like, I have to get not only the bomber Banksy, I now have to get probably the next ones. Somehow.
So, are you gonna collect the full set of both? Because right now you only have one.
No,
correct?
I only care about the patina.
Okay, just the very best.
Yeah. Well, I already have it, and I don't have anything else. So I'm like, I'm just going for it.
Start at the top.
Start at the top and just stay there.
I do like the girl with the red balloons best, and then the black one. I think those are my
like all of them. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Mhm.
They are all cool in their own little way. Like in that picture, you see that she's in all black.
Mhm.
You know, that's really the real one, right? I mean, that photo that I had up earlier of the
Mhm.
West Bank, that one was
Oh, that
graffitied.
one. Yeah, yeah.
That one was graffitied in straight black. So I don't know.
Right, right, because the stencil.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the stencils are like insanely clear on Banksy artwork.
Mhm.
So they look like that. That
See,
go up.
that red one pops.
Like you see how you can see. Okay, see how it's very detailed on the big one,
Mhm.
but the little one it's showing the all black. Is that all black? I'm
Yeah,
assuming. Yeah. So most of Banksy's artwork looks like that big picture.
this.
Very clear stencil. So it's
Mhm.
kind of unusual to have something in all black like that.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
I love the pop of the red here, you
yes,
know?
I love the red. The only one I don't like is the rare.
Right. Yeah, the rare blends in too much. Maybe if they change the background so
Mhm.
it pop more. So I don't know. It's a little bit dull for me.
Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't even had it. I think the rare was unnecessary. I think that they should have just went with what they should have done was had the red balloon, right?
Mhm.
As the go back real quick. The the red balloon was what? Was that was a secret rare. That one should have been the rare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The black one should have been the ultra rare, and the patina should have been the secret rare, and that's it.
So
You know what I mean? Like,
222. Wow,
and then
there's still a
what
lot
would have happened
remaining.
was all those red balloons would have sold out
Right. Yeah,
because
yeah.
look how many's left. How many's left now
122.
of the red?
Yeah, 122.
Yeah. So
That's a lot.
yeah, of that one, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm
so the
waiting
other
for
one's
that red.
probably a lot more. Go to the rare.
Yeah, that red balloon one's like at I think 900 or something right now.
Yeah, and they would have all sold out
Yeah,
because everyone would have then collected all three,
right.
right? Whereas now I was kind of only drawn to the patina one, and I'm not even
Mhm.
interested in the other ones.
Right. Even though you have the very best one, you're
Yeah.
not interested in completing the set,
No.
which is a problem for them for
Yeah.
sure, you know.
I'm only interested in collecting the patina ones now
Right.
because I think they're releasing too many of them. Like,
Mhm.
and that variation there doesn't even make sense. Like, it just blends in with everything. They should have just the red's cool, the black's cool, the patina's cool. We're happy with those, but
Yeah. The rare is a maybe yeah,
and I don't
miscalculation on
think they
their
should
part.
have had the black as like they could have done the black as here's what they should have done. The black could have been included. I think okay, let me back up. The black and the rare red one, right? We're going to pretend the red one was rare.
Oh,
Okay? They should have done a black with the red and the black,
yep.
and they should have done it $59 and 100,000 MCP
Mhm.
together,
Right.
and everyone would have done it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they broke it up like that. Maybe because they were worried about the mechanics.
Yeah, because you can. Well, in the crafting, yeah, I mean, you should just be able to pre-click that MCP already in
Mhm.
there.
Right.
You know that you have to wager it. They could have
Right.
done it as a wager. You
Right.
know, minimum wager is 100,000 MCP just to get the drop.
Right.
And then, you know, if you didn't get the drop, you get your MCP back. But
Yeah.
I don't know. They'll figure it out. I'm just saying that's how it should have went. That way you could have used up the MCP and the whole drop would have sold out.
Right.
Because you're going to
So
get the whales to go for the patina anyways.
right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you think they should say, okay, I'll give a million MCP points or whatever. I want
Yeah.
this, and then everybody that clicks that and locks up that up, they get into a pool, right? And if you don't get selected, you don't lose your points. You just get kicked out and say sorry, you didn't get it. But at
Yeah.
least you had a chance rather than this. If I had good internet or there was
Yeah.
a misstep with the app, and it,
Yeah.
it takes off the pressure of their servers as well if they did that.
Yeah. It's just,
You know?
it's exciting though.
But
That
is
part
it?
doesn't, that part doesn't have the excitement to it.
I don't know. I think they might be trying to rekindle their old, magic they had, and
Yeah.
with with people that
Pushing
are
the button.
upset now, I'm not sure if it's worth it right now
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
opinion.
You got to find a happy medium, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Just
But I'm excited because I got it.
more importantly.
Now, if I wouldn't have got it, I'd have been like, this is bull crap.
Exactly.
I'm sick of this. No, I'm kidding.
I'm selling everything.
I've been on Twitter.
Yeah,
This
right.
app is terrible.
Vivi's dead.
Yeah. No.
So
No.
ridiculous.
I honestly, I don't even think I even threw anything up on Twitter. I think I was just like, yeah, I didn't get it, the bomber, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
ah,
Inside crumbling.
because it's so cool. I mean,
Mhm.
it's a bomber guy.
Yeah.
He's throwing the flowers, but he means like I don't want to throw a bomb.
Now,
You know?
one of those was for the European drop, correct?
I think so, dude. And his artwork. So I started reading up on him now.
Mhm.
His artwork sells for insane amounts of money.
Oh yeah, he did
Like
a
I didn't
piece.
realize that.
Yeah,
Like,
he did a piece. I used to do graffiti back in the day, so I was
oh
kind of
really?
like, yeah, around that atmosphere.
Okay.
So in San Francisco, he did a piece on a side of a house that was up top, like it was like a 3 or 4 story house.
Yeah.
The owner actually cut the wall out and took that out
Yeah.
to have that.
That's smart. I would have
Yeah.
done. I would have dropped the whole building. I mean, seriously, because it's worth so much money. I mean, that was
Yeah,
probably worth millions of dollars.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and he has a good documentary now that you're kind of learning about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a documentary where, God, it was with another guy named Mr. Brainwash. I forget the
Hmm.
name of the documentary, but it was all about like night graffiti, like doing stencils and this allure of unknown artists, like the Andre the Giant, Obey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Perry, something Perry, I forget his name, but he's in the documentary as well and talks about like Banksy and stuff. And
Okay.
yeah, it's really good. You'll like it.
So you used to spray?
Yeah, up in San Francisco in the Bay Area.
Okay. Because
Yeah, not a lot, not like my friends, because I was a little bit more chicken, but I hit up a few times for sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering because I'm opening that paint store,
Mhm.
and I think I'm gonna carry a graffiti line.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, I was
Like a
thinking
black
about
label,
carrying. What's that?
like black label, like they supply the paint and now you're gonna relabel it, or how so?
No, like there's like really good name brands out there. Like I was looking up Montana 94.
Mhm.
I don't know if you heard of them, but they're supposed to be one of the best. And you can lay out some fat lines with those, and they're all over the world sold as graffiti paint.
Right, right.
So
Make sure you get caps too. Supply
so they
caps.
have all the different caps and everything. So I'm just debating how I'm going to go about it because the paint store that I'm going to open is a higher end paint store.
Mhm.
And so like I'm going to just have like a dedicated section, I think, for that.
Right,
And I'm going to be kind of more like come at it from an artistic form. So
right,
not everyone thinks that I'm just selling paint so people can tag buildings or something. It's not my intention,
right.
you know.
Yeah, maybe have a couple images of pieces that were full on murals or something.
Yeah.
To
Well,
still-
I am planning on putting artwork in there. So
Nice, nice.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
So I
cool.
love like create. He's a really good artist. I'd love to maybe put some London Police in there,
Mhm.
maybe some other guys. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll steer
There's a
you.
couple of VV fam members that are pretty good too.
What Kid Arcade? I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another guy. Who's the guy that wears the mask? Is that Kid Arcade? No.
No, Dr.
It's like a
Profit.
gold mask or something. He does graffiti too.
Oh, Energy.
Yeah. So
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know that.
I think that's him. He posted on X He makes like all the Bitcoin, crypto artwork, graffiti artwork and stuff.
Wait, no, he's in Vivi?
I think so. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. The only person I know their avatar has a little mask is Energy.
Okay. Yeah, it's not an avatar. It's him. He wears this like gold metallic face mask with a hood up
Mm-hmm.
and wears the mask. And like he'll take pictures of himself at the art show. And like he's
Really?
got all his pieces up there and
Oh,
everything.
I wonder who it is.
Yeah. And Sanjay, I think, has some of his work.
Really?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
but
Anybody
yeah, so
knows,
there's
put it
some
in the chat.
yeah, there's some guys that they got some skills.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, first on a mission, we would go to Home Depot, go steal a bunch of paint. Don't do
Yeah.
this now, but back then,
Yeah.
steal a bunch of paint, go to San Jose, go to San Francisco, Sunnyvale, and just go to like creeks and places where you can go hit up, and just do crazy stuff, skate parks before they became like crazy like they are now. Yeah, it was fun.
I in my younger days, I worked in kind of like I worked for Sherwin-Williams for years, and then I worked in like an area that was kind of in the hood a little bit. And man, did we sell spray paint. And they all had to tell me though, like I had guys and I had like graffiti artists come in and he's like, man, let me tell you about these tips, man. And I'm like, just tell me you have to tell me you're spraying canvas. And he's like, oh yeah, definitely spraying canvas. And I'm like, okay, you make the sale.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're lucky they didn't steal it.
You're right. Well, yeah,
not
I
too
got
many
robbed
people
one
I
time.
know paid for it.
I did get robbed one time. Yeah, it was rough. But yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So we're at the hour mark, 1:11. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, we could save. I mean, I think that was a good start, right? We can save more for later.
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to do an Earth 2 stream, VV drop / some other projects. Maybe next time we'll get into cornucopias too.
Sure. Yeah.
Pull up some stuff on that, and then yeah.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and leave any comments, any suggestions or whatever, and we'll try to do it.
Yeah, sounds good. And excited for Earth 2.
Yeah,
couple hours.
Go Earth 2.
All right. We'll see you.